Alright. Hey people, how's it going? So, I just wanted to make it clear that this video is not clickbait whatsoever. I legit got this all for under 450 bucks. So, I just wanted to make it clear how you can kind of do this. I don't think you'd be able to do it for this year. But for next year, definitely. I mean, you'd have to pay out of pocket and then get your money back. But, so how I ended up getting all this for free was basically, I was looking into, right now I was part of a credit union, okay? The story goes back a little bit. I've been a part of a credit union for a long time, and as I've gotten older and as I've gotten closer to graduation, I don't know if I'm going to stick around this area. So I started looking into kind of just a bank or any place that would kind of be more universal all over the place. That way if I had to travel or if I moved to a different state, I would have easy access to my money. So I started looking around and looking at the benefits, and problem is banks, a lot of banks, they charge fees. So I was trying to find the easiest way to like avoid fees, but also make some money in return. So right now, and I don't know if it's always, but Chase does a promotion where if you open up your account and you get a direct deposit within the first like 3 months, I think it is, of your account being open, you get 200 bucks. So with that being said, I opened up an account and I just switched my basically paychecks. Like I kind of did 50-50 between my other bank and then this bank, and I basically switched direct deposit there. And I got a direct deposit, and then within like 2 weeks I got $200 extra just for doing that. And there are some fees which I could avoid easily right now, but if you don't have $500 in direct deposit a month, you pay it's like a $15 fee, which isn't horrible. It's like a subscription somewhere. And then also if you don't either have $300 in your savings, or if you don't just have an automatic transfer like $25 to your savings a month. So that's kind of what I do. I just have a $25 transfer to my savings every single month. And I basically avoid all fees. So that was the first $200. Okay, so that covered, let's say, the Xbox. I still have the controller, which was like $38. This, I splurged a little bit, and it was like $69. But I wanted something good, and I wanted something that if I upgraded to the new system next year, it would work as well. And she said, the lady there said that they were continuing to use the same controllers, as well as it would make sense to use the same accessories. So I splurged it. It was like $69, and then for the games I spent $19 for Spider-Man, and then it was like $52 after tax for Modern Warfare. And then I also bought Live, which was like $40. Well, I used to have an Xbox, but whatever, PlayStation Plus, I guess it is. Yeah, I bought that for $44, and I could have saved money on Modern Warfare if I would have bought it on Black Friday, but it was only like $5. So I went over to Walmart because it was right next door, and I paid. It was like $49 before tax. Basically, it was what it was. So total out the door, I calculated it. It was like $458, or not $458, $448. So first 200 was from Chase. Second 200 is actually from Chase as well. So they have, I was just looking, well, I was kind of just looking around, and right now I have a credit card and the limit is very small, so I wanted to get something without having to like contact my bank and stuff. I wanted to look into getting a new credit card, and the same thing with Chase. They have a Freedom Unlimited or whatever. There's no fees, and I got instantly approved for a bigger credit line as well, and they have a promo that if you spend $500 on a credit card, you get another $200. Now again, this is within 3 months, and so if you think about it, if you put this $450 or whatever on the credit card, and then put a $50, say like grocery trip, or like 2 times of gas for me, you would get another $200. So that would be $400, and that would basically almost cover the Xbox, or not. I keep on saying Xbox, but PS4. So that basically covers the PS4, except for $50. So you might be saying, Grant, where did you get that other $50 from? And this one was actually something that I didn't plan on as well, but it ended up working out. So, long story short, I've mentioned before, there was a bet that I made with my girlfriend at the beginning of the year, and I was in this class, and currently in the class I had a B+, and my first exam was not the best. It was like a low C or something, and then my second exam was like a A- or something, and then the presentations brought it up to a B+ basically. So this final exam though, I did the math, and basically it could determine my grade. It could keep my grade the same, it could bring my grade down to a B-, I think it was, or if I got basically like 100% or close to it, it could bring my grade all the way up to like borderline A. Because this A was like, it was like a 93 in the class or something like that, and I think he ended up bumping me up just a little bit. But my final exam, which I never expected because I'm horrible with tests, I bet my girlfriend she bet me, it was her idea of it. I always told her I wanted a new system because my system was getting old, and I kind of bet her, or she bet me, like if I get an A, she will buy me a new Xbox. At the time I wanted a new Xbox because I have had an Xbox since 7th grade, so that's like 8 years, 7, 8 years. And right now the battery is actually dying. I have to put a fan on it. I could buy a new battery, but like the fan works fine, but like it's just time. It's been time for a while, and even though the new system's coming out next year, I found a way around it, so I wasn't really upset about it. But so the whole bet idea is she was going to give me an Xbox, and I kind of switched over to PS4 because all my friends have PS4, and I wanted to try something new, and they have really good exclusive games as well. It was mainly because I wanted to play with friends like Minecraft and like Modern Warfare, and a lot of my friends kind of converted. I might go back to the new Xbox when it comes out. I don't know. I might stay with PS4. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, long story short, I started working she got me a job at the country club that she works at over the summer. And at the time, I just did it for the extra cash. I didn't know they had a referral program. So if you stay there for a month, she gets $50. And then if I stay there for if I stayed there for a month. But then if I stay there for 3 months, she gets another $50, and then I get $100, or it might be vice versa. But that's total of $200. So basically, she said that if I came back and I started in the middle of summer. If I worked the Halloween party, that would be my 3 months, and I would get basically $150 just for working at night plus whatever I worked. So I'm like, of course I'll work. So basically, long story short, that was the $200 that we needed, and she basically just gave it to me, and I'm really grateful. And don't worry, I'm not gonna I know I spent money, but I've been making money too, so it's not like I'm spending all $200 on me. I still have that $150 extra then, so I plan on taking her out or getting her some nice Christmas presents and stuff like that. But overall, that is $600, and again, this cost $448 all total for all this. So in the end, I actually made a profit for buying a PS4. So thank God for the Black Friday sale, because it was $100 off, and these were like 20 or $30 off. These were $30 off. Games were $20 off for Modern Warfare, and I don't know how much cheaper the Spider-Man is. I just wanted it, but GameStop is actually, like I said, they had an early sale. Basically, they started Sunday, which is today. Which this won't go out until a little bit because I still have to put out another video. But thank you GameStop for having this early sale, because I am actually, Thanksgiving, they places open on Thanksgiving, but I plan on spending it with my family because I was down in Florida last year, and that's also my birthday, so I didn't want to just ditch them to go buy a PS4, and I didn't want to fight the crowds. And then also Black Friday, a lot of the stores don't open until 7, and I'm working a football game at 8 or 8:30, so this really helped me out. And there was like 3 people in line, and none of them were really buying systems. They were just there because they were customers. I don't think a lot of people. I think with it being an older system, and I also don't think a lot of people knew about the early sale. So because there was leaks online, but if you search early sale on GameStop's website, it didn't show up. But then last night on midnight, it did show up. So I think they were trying to keep it on the down low, but it's still leaked. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna get into it. Obviously, I have to get it set up, and I do have some homework. But I wanted to share this before I tore into everything. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can maybe use this hack for next year when the new systems come out. I would highly recommend it, and yeah, thank you for watching.